Hello there, Ray here, and today I would like to show a method that I came up with to avoid mob B altogether while AFKing. Mob B is a new mob that will be introduced in version 1.14, and this mob has the capability of attacking players that do not sleep for several days in a row. It also spawns up high according to what they say, and the mob looks like a manta ray flying through the air, and is also voted for during the Minecon. I will put the original footage down in the description if you want to look at that. People are speculating that this mob will prevent players from AFKing just because the mob may have the same ability, something similar to like the Vex, which has the ability of going right through any type of block. Now, if this new mob, Mob B, would have this ability, then this means the mob could attack you even while you're AFKing completely surrounded around by solid blocks. So the method I came up with to avoid the mob B altogether is just by sleeping away nights while being AFK. So I came up with a method to do this, and it's pretty simple. You don't have to use any autoclickers or any macros of any type. All you have to do is when you want to go AFK, you can just switch your controls. So if we go over into controls and then we switch our right click, we change that to any other key. So I'll just change it to K. Now if I put weight down on my right key, this will cause my character to continually to right click. So if my cursor goes over top of the bed, my guy will sleep in the bed. And you can also see he's spamming the K's in the chat. And soon as night is over, my guy will continue to be holding down right click as long as there are weights on it. You can see that he will try to sleep in the bed once again. Now this is not the same as if you had a weight down on your right click button. So I changed my controls back to using the right click button, and let's try that out. So if my player will be holding down the right click button, I'll continue to hold it down. It comes in contact with the bed. It will sleep away the bed. It will sleep away the night in the bed the first night. But now my character is no longer clicking on the bed. Even though my right click button is still held down, the game doesn't see that as a new action. It doesn't get any more new input from the mouse, and therefore it doesn't try to allow him to sleep in the bed again. Where a key will give constant input into the game, such as you can see it's spamming the chat, and this does the same as if you have your cursor facing over the bed. You can see that he continually tries to sleep in the bed. The way that I would do this is that I would get a weight similar to like a D battery, and I place it on a key outside the edge of your keyboard, so you can easily be pushing down just one key, so you can use like your space bar or whatever. Now, what you also want to check is that once you do get the button held down, something like just like so, you want to make sure your person is clicking on the bed after he gets back out of the bed. So here he got in the bed and he came out of the bed and he's placed over here, and now his cursor is moved. Now you can do either two things. You can either block all the spaces around the bed so that there's only one spot for the player to set, and therefore he'll be clicking the same spot, or you can just turn your character or rotate him, and now he will be sleeping in the bed. Every time he gets out of the bed, he'll be directly aligned with the bed again, just as if he came out of it. And you can see there, I just got out of the bed and went back into bed, so it works fine. Now, I would still recommend that you box your player in as well as the other spots, just because you don't want to have your player accidentally killed while you're AFKing. Now, some things to keep in mind is that this would easily work in single player, but in multiplayer this might be a little bit harder since you need everyone to be sleeping, or else other players would need to be logged off for you to be able to sleep away the night, or they would have to be either in the end dimension or the another dimension for you to be able to sleep in the bed. But if players know you're doing this and they respect you, then they will either do one of these three things so that you can be able to sleep away the night. Now, we'll also be showing how you can apply this method to other farms such as AFK fishing, and this way you can allow your player to sleep while also AFK fishing. I'll do this in a later video. Now I'm using a Windows machine, but I believe this method should also work in Mac or even Linux. Now if you have another method to allow your player to be able to constantly right click that, either using mouse keys or even like sticky keys or toggle keys or filter keys, please tell me down in the description. I would love to hear all the different methods. So there you have it, guys, how to completely avoid Mob B just by using this automatic AFK sleeping method that I came up with. Now, I know a lot of technical players are afraid that Mob B will somehow ruin their AFK sessions or even destroy their farms. Now, don't worry, I'm here to overcome any problems that Mojang gives us. So, if you found this interesting, show me the like. If you'd like to see more interesting contraptions like this, subscribe, and don't forget to comment. Bye-bye.